Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Hey! Come on in. All right, that's enough. Thank you. Why, Linda, welcome to Los Angeles, California. Welcome to the Late Late Show. I am your host, TV's Craig Ferguson. There, we're done. It's a great day for America, everybody. It's a great day for me. I am back from vacation. Thank you. Now, listen. CBS does not like me to tell you before I go on vacation in advance because they think they won't watch the repeats while I'm gone. But this is a real show now. This is not a repeat. I am definitely here. Unless, of course, we are in the future. In which case, happy 4th of July, America. Anyway, while I was gone, the big news is they've built a new set. Look at it. I have to say, just like you, I'm thinking it looks kind of like the old set. A little bit like the old set. But you know what I like? The floor. Check out the floor. This is the floor from Dancing with the Stars. Marie Osmond passed out on this floor. About half an hour before the show. Now listen. No, they've gone all out. They've given me all this stuff. Look at it. There's about $100 worth of changes in here. Now, obviously, it's St. Patrick's Day today, and I am wearing the green to mark the occasion, of course. Green Speedos, I'm wearing them. Oh, I'm wearing them. And they're snug fit, too. Mind you, I've never known a Speedo that wasn't a snug fit. Do you hear about this bar in New York City that's banned Danny Boy? There's a bar in New York City. On St. Patrick's Day, they have banned Danny Boy. That is outrageous! It's like West Hollywood banning It's Raining Men. It's like that! By the way, did you know that the song It's Raining Men was written by Paul Schaefer? You know David Letterman's lovable real sidekick? I have an imaginary sidekick. He's called Davis. He appeared when I was taking flu medication, then he went away. And then I got my tooth out and I got the tooth medication and he came back. And then we had the set painted and the fumes from the paint. He's back! That's right, Craig. That's right, Davis. What the hell am I talking about? Oh, yeah, now, Paul Schaefer wrote It's Raining Men. Isn't that amazing? It's not funny or indeed interesting, but now you know. Well, oh, of course, it's a great day for Paul McCartney. His divorce from Heather Mills is finally over. Today, he was ordered to pay her $50 million. I know! I mean, but, you know, it's not that much considering he's worth like $1 trillion or something. And he was very happy as he left the courthouse. Do we have a picture of Paul? There he is. He's very happy. That proves we're back. The first thing he said was, "There's been a murder!" Now, of course, it is a great day for New York State. Yes, they have a new governor today in New York. They do. He's legally blind. Wasn't that a movie with Reese Witherspoon or something? No, blind. He's got the new governor of New York he's blind, which is a big improvement because if he's ever caught with a prostitute, he can go, "I thought it was my wife." I know. Of course, we know what. Everybody knows what happened to Governor Elliot Spitzer, the old governor. Last week he was caught with a high-class call girl, which I'm not sure what makes a call girl high-class. I think it means that they use an English accent when they spank you or something like that. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Oh, you like that, don't you, bitch? Actually, I'd pay good money for that. Anyway, I'm watching. Call me Cinnamon. I'm watching this thing unfolding on the television last week, and I'm witnessing this politician's career going down in flames, and my only thought was, this is a tragedy. This is a tragedy that I am on vacation and this crap is going on. That's a terrible thing to happen when a talk show host is off work. It was brutal watching his press conference as well and not being able to joke about it. Do we have a picture of his press conference? There he was, that was him. He kind of reminds me of somebody. Do we have a picture of the guy he reminds me of? There you go, yeah. I know. I'm thinking, I can't believe how stupid this guy is. He's rich, he's powerful. People were saying he's going to be the president someday. He was going to be the president, and he threw it all away. For what? For what? No, really, for what? What would cause a man to lose his head like that? Do we have a picture of it? Ah. I see. Well, who am I to judge? It was reported today that she wasn't just, she wasn't just a prostitute with Spitzer, of course, that she'd been with other men. I'm like, oh, really? Wow, I thought she was just a one-time prostitute. No, apparently she was also hired by Charlie Sheen. And that's the big news, she was hired by... And I'm like, how is this news? It would be news if a prostitute hadn't been hired by Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen... I like Charlie Sheen. I like Charlie, but Charlie, let's be honest, Charlie Sheen is a rite of passage for prostitutes. It's kind of like, it's like getting your license or something. Oh, you've just done Charlie Sheen. Congratulations. Enjoy your hooking. Of course, Charlie's hooker days are in the past now. He's a family man. He's on CBS. He's moved on. He's moved on to escorts, exotic massage. It's a whole different thing. No, Spitzer, I'll talk about him. That's kind of safer for me. No, it really gets to me. This guy's a real hypocrite. Because as a prosecutor, he's busted prostituting rings, right? Then as prostituting rings, I said it. Prostituting. Suddenly I turned into a character from Lord of the Rings for absolute... He busted prostituting rings. It's your own fault for being high on a Monday night. But he's the governor, right? He hired a prostitute to go from New York to Washington on a train. He wouldn't even pay for the express train. He made her take the slow train. That's how you can tell you're getting older, by the way. When you're a young man, you put your hookers on the express. You're like, I need the hooker express and I need it now. But when you get older, you put them on the slow train. Ah, she makes it, she makes it. All right, we've got to take a break. We'll be right back with stuff. Welcome back, my naughty monkeys. Yeah. It's your own fault for getting high on a Monday night. Just saying. But it's St. Patrick's Day. I don't care. What was I talking about before the commercials? Which I enjoyed, by the way. They were fantastic, weren't they? I love the old commercials made, the products that CBS so wisely tells you about. I was talking about Elliot Spitzer, that's what it was. The part of the reason Spitzer is in big trouble, of course, is he moved the hooker across state lines. You can't do that. You cannot hook... You know you can't. Let that be a lesson to you guys who pay for sex. Keep your hookers in the one state. Don't go moving your hook, then it becomes a federal offence. I gotta be honest, I don't really understand that. Like, you know, if you're with a hooker here, just a hooker here, then it's all right, it's no big deal. Over here, hey! What are you doing? You can't move that hooker. You can have sex with her, but you can't move her. That is, of course, a huge story because this guy's a politician. I mean, if it was a talk show host involved in something like this, no one would care. Hopefully. I mean, you'd be okay with it, right? I'm kidding. I would never, ever use a prostitute again. Call me Cinnamon. But you think Alex Spitzer would know better, right? Because he wrote the laws which he eventually, about catching prostitutes. He wrote these laws, and then they caught him with their own laws that he'd created. That's what's called being hoisted by your own petard. Which is probably what he was paying for in the first place. It's true. All right. I'm just saying, you know, we've been off for a week with the reruns. We got a whole backlog of emails. Do we have time to let's do any? Well,
Yes, it's email time. Supermodel, London, Paris, Tokyo time. Little white lines of email tonight.
Do-do-do-do. Yeah, you know what? Do you like the new set? I'm not sure. It might be a little... No, I'm not sure. It's kind of... It's a little blue. It's very blue. But that's all right. The other one was very purple. And we used to have over here... I don't know if you ever know... We used to have over in this corner a little Ferris wheel and a Zeppelin. They never worked, but we had them. That was the idea when I was like, oh, with a... They're probably still back there, you know. Anyway, this is from Sandra D. in Aurora, Missouri. Sandra D, isn't that a song in Greece? Yeah, in Greece. I love that. It's got John Travolta in it. What happened to his hair? John Travolta's hair looks like it's been drawn on by a crayon or something. I love John Travolta, though. For me, he's the only guy called Travolta that I like. I don't know. Right, this is from Sandra D. Sandy D, who was played by Olivia Newton-John. Paul Schaefer wrote It's Raining Men. I don't know if you know. Anyway, Sandra D said, Craig, why do cows, when standing in a pasture, almost always face the same direction? You know, that's a fair question. Except it's not true. You know, if you go and look at cows, do we have a cow noise? There you are. Now, when you see cows standing there, they don't all look at the same. Sometimes they're looking at each other. Do you know what I think about cows is? They always look like they're thinking something. They're not. They look very enigmatic. If you look at a cow's face and you think, that cow's thinking about something that's going... And you think, oh, I wonder what it's thinking. And it's not thinking anything. It is exactly like Keanu Reeves. I'm just saying. We gotta take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, my naughty donkeys. Craig, that was nothing like a donkey. Shut up, Davis. You're imaginary and you don't frighten me. Here's the story. I hope. No. Do you hear? It's St. Patrick's Day, of course. Really? Yes. So, Bono and The Edge of U2 are back in the studio working on their next album. I wonder how that's going. All right. So, let me have a look at this new song you wrote this morning, then.
I have it right here. It's great.
All right, the paper's blank.
Oh, damn. I must have forgotten to click the pen.
I don't have time for this. I'm busy building schools and restructuring the third world debt. I don't have time for this.
I've been busy too. You know, my pick fell into my guitar. And then I had to get it out. There it goes again. Oh, it came out right away that time. That's ruined the sketch.
Well, try it again, see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, we'll never get it out. You better just put it down.
Oh, I think I might as well.
Now, come on, Now, come on. Let's get to work.
Shouldn't we have St. Patrick's Day off?
No, I disapprove of St. Patrick's Day. It only reinforces the worst Irish stereotypes.
I'll drink to that. Whiskey?
No. Drinking whiskey out of a bottle is one of those terrible Irish stereotypes.
How about we drink it out of this hollowed-out potato?
No, you're an idiot.
Okay. Do you want to do a jig then instead?
No! You have no understanding of Irish history.
Oh, really? Then why did I buy a 500-year-old headdress worn by our ancestors at the Battle of Kinsale?
Well, clearly I've misjudged you. I'd love to see that piece of history.
You know, I have it right here.
Are you not embarrassed to be seen in that silly hat?
No, I'm proud of my ancestors.
Oh, bollocks, let's get to work.
You know, Bono, you're no fun. You're so serious all the time. Won't you even have a wee sip of whiskey?
Well, all right. One wee sip. But then we go to work. That's the stuff. Give me that hat, you cheapy leg record. Give me the jig music. Come on. Welcome back, my frisky badgers. Oh! Frisky gay badgers, I admit. But badgers nonetheless. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Except for reruns, which we were in last week, or maybe we weren't, if this is a rerun tonight, I don't know. In which case, thank you, Japanese overlords. I'm still high from the 80s. My first guest tonight, a very funny guy. Frankly, he can do better than being on this show. You can see him at the Dodge Theatre in Phoenix on April the 5th, or the Nokia Theatre in Grand Prairie, Texas on April the 10th. It's your choice. He's starring in The Grand, which is in theatres March 21st. Ray Romano, everybody! I know. They love you, Ray. They love you.
It's the new set.
It is the new set. It seems that, and it's St. Patrick's Day, of course.
Yes.
Which is, I'm sure, a big holiday in the Romano household, isn't it?
You know, there's honest truth.
Yes.
On St. Patty's Day, when I lived in Queens, New York, my mom, you know, we're I don't know how. I didn't want to know how. True
I don't
story.
know how you would make green pasta.
I don't know.
Oh, it'll be food dye. It'll be something, you know,
Something.
or grass. You look very well. You look very kind of... No, you do. I was just thinking you look very kind of tan jacket and kind of the hair's a little long and you're kind of like, uh-huh.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means
I don't know what
either.
uh-huh means, but if it's unemployed and depressed, then that's me.
Right. Right,
I'm
no.
doing Pilates now. I do the Pilates.
You've got to stop that right now. Stop that
No.
right now.
Me and my buddy, we do a non-gay Pilates 3 days a
There
week.
is no non-gay Pilates. You do Pilates
Yeah, we do
to help with
Pilates.
the golf, right? That must be that. Just say it is.
Well, it does help. I know it does help with the golf. But,
Yeah, it gives you a stronger core.
Speaking of golf,
Yes?
I was in your hometown. I played in the Dunhill Cup in Scotland.
Really?
Yeah, in October I went there.
In
Yeah.
Glasgow?
No, that's not your hometown. I mean your home country.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean your home country.
Well, it's
I
close
didn't-
enough. I was in your home country only today.
Now, what was that?
That would be the United States of America,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Will you tell me about the movie, please?
The movie is it's a mockumentary,
All right.
which for the people who don't know, it's like
Like a documentary.
Yeah, but it was improv, total improv. So he had an outline for the scenes, and we were just free to do our thing. And it's about Texas Hold'em, and I play the
Is that a man, Texas Hold'em?
Texas Hold'em.
Do you play Texas Hold'em?
That's a wrestling
Yeah.
move. No, it's poker. Yeah, it's a Texas Hold'em
Oh,
tournament.
poker. Yeah, everybody's into the poker.
You knew
now.
that, didn't you? You knew
I
Texas.
did. I've been to
Yeah,
Vegas.
yeah.
Yeah. And but do you play poker? I don't play poker. It's
I played in the main event. Every year they have this big one down in Vegas, the main event, which takes like 7 days and 8,000 people play. And Brad Garrett and I were both in it. And I was out in 9 hours, which is not bad.
you played poker for 9 hours.
Played poker for 9 hours, yeah.
You gotta get back to work, man. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I do.
like.
Let me tell you why I know I got to get back to work. I told my wife I need a job fast because the other day I cried at a Deal or No Deal. No kidding. I'm not making that up. I'm not making it up. There was a lady. I thought she needs the money.
Yeah. Did she didn't
She
win?
didn't get the money. No.
What about what's that Extreme Makeover Home Edition? You
that
ever
one's?
seen?
I didn't see it, but I hear that's a
I
tearjerker one.
poop my pants every Sunday. I'm like, oh, no.
It's better than crying when you go.
Well,
to the
yeah.
poop. Yeah.
So the poker. Do you do the online poker? Do you do that? I mean,
I don't like going online. Period. I do. Here's what's bad about online, and you may run into this too. If you're a celeb.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
then.
no, you're gonna find. Even if you're not, you're gonna find something you don't like about yourself online.
I can find that in my
Eventually.
pants. I don't need to go online for that.
Yeah. But, online, it's bigger, actually. Yeah. Depending. Hold on, 1 second. All right, you clap.
Let them do it. Let them do it. And
That's
talk
a clap.
some water,
Clap
right?
break.
Time the applause break and take the water.
That's right. But here's the thing online. I never learn my lesson because I always root around and then I'll find something, Ray Romano sucks or whatever. But I came across this site, and now I'm gonna have to say a bad word. This is the name of the site, but it's late, right? This is what it is. It's a game that they play with celebrities. It's called, here we go. It's called Marry or Kill. Said it. Well, let me explain the game. That's a curse after effect break.
Yeah.
Here's what it is.
Uh-huh.
They give you 3 celebs, and you got to decide who do you want to, which one would you marry, and which one would you kill? Of those 3 celebs, you put one in each category.
Can't you just do all one in one night?
Yeah. You would think.
Been there, girlfriend.
So there, this involves your buddy, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
This
Non-gay
involves-
Pilates.
This involves a guy you know. But so sure enough, there's Drew Carey, Jerry Seinfeld, Ray Romano, and you got to put which one do you want to, which one you want to marry, which one you want to kill. So I'm like, I don't even want to look, I don't want to know the results, but once you're there, you got to know.
Yeah, of course.
So I looked down, and 10 people signed in for this, and out of those 10, I was kill for 6 of them. Yeah. And here's the thing, though.
That's 60%.
Yes. And here's how you got to spin it. You got to give it the positive spin. I figured it's only the second worst. Because if you're not going to me, then just kill me. Right?
It makes perfect
marry
sense.
me.
It makes perfect
Yeah.
sense. Ray Romano, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, my filthy pigeons. Filthy pigeons who are so filthy they can't even speak. Do you know this floor is creeping me out? Take a look at the floor, I know. Use your camera skills. Look. Look, it's getting all slidey and marks on it, scuffed already. We need some kind of cleaning product. Maybe some kind of... What's that cleaning product, that English guy with the red suspenders on? Is it Mr. Clean? Oi, do you want things clean? Well, you just clean this lot up. Use it in your teeth, Mr. Clean. That's what I say. Oh, by the way, my tooth healed up nicely. Look. Yeah. If you're tuning into this show for the first time, it's all right. We don't know what's going on either. It's all right. My next guest tonight, a terrific actress. She co-stars in the popular NBC series The Office. Take a look at this. Please welcome the lovely Kate Flannery, everybody. Kate.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. How lovely is it? Now, are you an Italian as well? Are you from an Italian family in Queens?
Flannery is as Italian as you've ever...
Yeah, absolutely.
Ferguson is...
Ferguson's not... Ferguson's not that Irish. Although my family are Irish in many ways.
Oh, they are?
Well, the fact that my grandmother was born is from Donegal.
Oh, interesting.
Well, no, I don't know if she's still from Donegal. She's dead.
I don't think that goes away.
No, it's not. She didn't stop being Irish just because mortality crept up on her. She's still Irish. She lived a long, happy life. Shut up. I've met you before.
I have. I've actually waited on you. Is that okay to say that? I used to be a waitress.
Sorry,
and
I used to be able to afford to go out.
You were always very delightful.
Really?
Always.
Did I hit on
Always.
you a bit? Maybe? Just a little bit?
No.
Where, in what restaurant?
I used to work at a restaurant in Beverly Hills called Kate Mantalini.
I used to go there.
What a coincidence. I used to wait on you there. And you always ordered I'll have a cappuccino. You were
Really?
always, yeah, you were big on the
That's a while ago
cappuccinos.
then, because I don't do that anymore.
No?
No. Latte.
Oh.
No. I do
I
latte
didn't mean to
now.
give away any of your secrets.
Yeah, well, it's it's quite important that I keep that under wraps.
But you learn a lot about someone when you wait on them.
Really?
And you were always very congenial. And
Who was the worst person? You don't have to tell us who it was. Well, you do, actually.
No,
you can't. I know it's...
I did once wait on Bono and The Edge together at that restaurant in the middle of the day.
Ow! Do you know, I sat behind them on a plane once.
Really?
Aren't they tiny?
They are. They are.
They're tiny. They're like lucky little Irishmen, if you know. Aren't they tiny?
They are. And I was trying to be so cool when I met them because I was such a huge fan and I ended up getting a headache because I was like, hey, how's it going? What's going on? How are you doing? What's going on? I was trying to be really cool.
Is that your cool thing?
That was me. That was my cool thing.
No, I'm going to do that now.
Yeah,
I'm really
how's it
cool.
going? But I wanted to say, like, I freaking love you, man. Sophomore year, the War album. I mean, I wanted to, like, freak out, and it just wasn't really appropriate.
No, it's not. You can't do that because they won't order any more food from you.
It's true.
They'd be like, oh, thanks very much. But I was sitting behind them on a plane once, and I was trying to hear what they were talking about, like if they would talk like normal people. And I could hear Bono saying, you know, Edge, we got to do something about this third world condition. And I could hear the Edge going, you're right there, Bono. It was hours of this. Hours close the doors. Oh, that's a terrible situation there in Africa. Yeah, you're right there, Bono. That's a terrible situation over there. We gotta do something. How about some kind of concert? Great idea! All the way.
You're the
It's
witness.
fantastic. Do you have any special plans for Patty's Day? Do you do
Well,
anything?
unfortunately, I can't jump on a plane because I'm working on The Office, but my family owns a bar in Philadelphia.
Stop it! Why didn't I meet you back in the day?
I know.
Is it crazy there?
It's crazy. They have this thing called the Aaron Express that they do a couple weekends ahead of time just to warm up for today.
Right.
And my brother, like my dad used to run the bar. Now my brother runs the bar, and he literally has to get a U-Haul and take everything that could be thrown and put it into the U-Haul. Every chair, every table, everything gets locked up.
You're taking me back, man. That is beautiful. Good times. Good times.
Absolutely.
It gets that. It doesn't. I mean, really.
It gets a
Do
little
they do the
crazy.
green beer? I'm not crazy about the green beer.
Yeah, no, not so much anymore. But you
No.
know, my dad, he ran the bar for years. It was my grandfather's bar before it was my dad's, and you know, and now my brother's the next, and then his son is taking over. I mean, it's you know, it's just, it never stops.
It's alcoholism. It just
yes,
goes and
it
goes.
is. It's adorable.
That is, it's that lovely. It's the gift that keeps on giving from generation to generation.
It's true. My dad was always more of a social worker than a businessman. So he had the apartments above the bar, and some of the guys that lived up there were a little down on their luck from time to time. So we always had a lot of alcoholics hanging around the house, like doing yard work and putting up a shelf and painting and.
It's not really the guys you want to do that. Next time you get yourself some contractors in there, alcohol. That'll do. It's lovely talking
Thank
with you,
you
Kate.
so
Kate
much.
Flannery, everybody. We'll be right back. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, I'm still doing it. Well, don't call me here. I know the phone doesn't work, but I enjoy acting. All right. Uh-huh. Take that, James Lipton. Yeah. All right. See you later, guy who's not there. Sorry, there was nobody there. Nobody there, but acting's like, you know, you gotta keep at it or else it'll drift off and you won't be able to do it. My next guest will be appearing at McCurdy's Comedy Theatre in Sarasota, Florida from March the 19th to the 23rd. Book early to avoid disappointment. Please welcome Jeff Caldwell, everybody. Jeff Caldwell.
Thank you very much. Great to be here. On the way over tonight, I passed a going out of business sale. Enticing. So this is merchandise so unappealing you couldn't make rent. Well, let me at it. Only 2 days left before the suspicious electrical fire. I like those little roadside businesses you see out in the country. Big sign, fireworks, sorghum, towels. This was the business plan they took to the bank. According to our projections, we'll soon be outgrossing our main competitor, Flip-Flop Sausage Yarn. Here's a projection, coming soon, going out of business sale. My wife and I need to stay away from the sales. We charge too much, and the credit cards give you incentives to use the cards even more irresponsibly, right? Frequent flyer miles, that's convenient. Yeah, your debt gets high enough, you can flee the country. Honey, we're finally going to take that Mexican vacation we've been talking about. And we leave tonight. Vamonos! I'd recommend the debt consolidation loan. Now, instead of a lot of payments, I've got one I don't make. So much simpler to run from one person than a whole posse. But I got to make a little more money. My wife wants to have a baby. Really? Have you seen how badly the dog behaves? I thought Pets were supposed to make your blood pressure go down. Our dog's half lab, half pit bull, which means it'll run through water to bite you. People say, why did you get a pit bull exactly? If you live in an urban area and you go to the shelter, they're pretty much all part pit bull. Even the cats. It's a tough bunch of nuts. But it's too expensive having kids, right? Newsweek says it costs $1.6 million to raise a kid from birth through college if you start today. I'm going to be a little short myself. I crunch the numbers, gets kind of hazy after that crib purchase. How long can you legally make a kid sleep in a crib? When does the state step in here? And what kind of world will it be for my child? Hot, I'm guessing. Even President Bush says we gotta kick the oil habit. He likes wind power, as long as the wind is generated by giant coal-burning fans. Baby steps, right? We're trying to get greener in our house. I tried running a car on used French fry oil for a while, but there was some paperwork when I took it back to Hertz. Glad I got the full coverage. It's a hybrid now. My wife took me clothes shopping at a place that had the eco-friendly fabrics. Yeah, made from coconut shells and corn husks. Comfy. Wool's a little scratchy. I like to snuggle up in my corncob long john. That's a restful night's sleep. Good for the environment, unless you consider skin part of the environment. Technically, I think it is. Yeah. No, we're trying. I tried buying another thing, the solar oven. Yeah, that's a real product. Yeah, just the power of the sun gets up to 250 degrees. Which is great. I love my chicken rare. That's where the flavor is. Cook a potato in under 4 hours. Witchcraft. We have a holiday tradition with the solar oven. We start the Thanksgiving turkey on Halloween. It is ready Christmas morning. Coming soon, going out of business sale. Thank you, folks.
Funny, Jeff. Well done. Jeff Caldwell, everybody.